Penguin Random House Audio presents Dr. Kellyan's Bone Broth Breakthrough. Turn back the clock, reset the scale, replenish your power. Written and read by Kellyann Petrucci, MS.ND, with recipes read by Laura Patinkin. This is the author, Dr. Kellyann Petrucci. Note to listeners, this audiobook includes a downloadable PDF containing all of the recipes from the printed book. To my mama, thank you for inspiring me to always grow, to be sweet, level, and loyal, to deflect anger and keep love in my heart, to be open and creative. To my papa, thank you for inspiring me to live with integrity, to transform myself and others, to be a positive force, to always see possibilities and be savage in pursuing them. Thank you both for your struggle and your hard work, for holiday talent shows and years, decades of dance lessons, for encouraging me to go and figure out my own jam, for always making sure I knew I was loved. The further I go in my life, the more grateful I am for that unshakable foundation. Introduction. It's been nearly 20 years since I froze time. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. If you're wondering if I mean that in a deal with the devil way, well, that's not it. I made a deal with my cells. I found a way to tune in and give them what they needed. And in return, my skin stopped aging. I stopped putting on weight. And I had more energy for everything I wanted to do with my life. And I continue to honor my end of that bargain all these years, and my strategies haven't failed me. I know the time freezing thing is real because every day I'm mistaken for being younger than I am, often by a decade, frequently by 2. The other day I texted the cover photo of this book to a colleague, and the response I got was, "Wow, you're a freak of nature." I'm not gonna lie. It feels good to look good, to feel strong and be confident. It feels good to be free of worry about aging, too, because the secret I unlocked brought magic to my life that transcends any scale or clothing size or even the birth date on my driver's license. But the best part for me really comes down to you. My entire career has been about helping people transform, even before I figured out how to do that for myself. For me, it's the most rewarding work in the world. I wake up every morning eager to share my methods, secrets, and encouragement with somebody new, or with anyone who needs a boost. My friends joke that if you hang around with me long enough, you inevitably start to look better. It sounds ridiculous, but it's pretty accurate. If I know you, I sprinkle you with nutrition and lifestyle recommendations, and in all likelihood, bring a little extra health, vitality, and beauty into your life. That's what I set out to do in designing a lifestyle that has worked for me for almost 2 decades, one that I know can work for you too. I want you to imagine yourself 10 years from now, or 20 or more, and I want you to picture future you looking amazing, ageless, not a day older than you look today. Now, imagine that beauty and vitality coming from inside you like a light. That's the challenge. That's what we're working on, giving you a future of beauty and health that emanates from the inside out. It's a beauty that won't wash away with your makeup or crumple when the Spanx come off. I know it can seem impossible, especially when you find yourself moving through this world like you and your body aren't in sync. Or worse, like you're trying to be invisible. If that's where you are today, I want to assure you that there's a way to get your confidence back and get on a path towards hope, health, and gorgeousness. You can have a bone broth breakthrough of your own. If you're thinking the word breakthrough is a bold claim, especially when combined with a soup, here's why I chose it. I wanted a word that implies something substantial and important. I had busting out of a cocoon level change in my mind, because that's what this journey has been for me and for the hundreds of thousands of other people who have gone on it with me. When I began exploring and recommending bone broth years ago, I thought, this is my big discovery, my lightning in a bottle, my purpose in life. And I ran with that for a long time because bone broth continually changes physical health in ways that amaze me. But through the years, as I've curated success stories in my own life and in everyone who has ever let me be their guide, I've discovered that the transformations kicked off by the bone broth lifestyle go beyond weight loss, beyond great skin, even beyond anything strictly physical. Do you remember the game Mousetrap? It was one of our first lessons in cause and effect as children. Every action triggered another piece to fall. I see bone broth as that first action, the trigger piece in resetting health and stopping aging. The cascade of effects that follow get bigger and better over time. If you're wondering why all this matters so much to me, remember that my focus is different from most doctors or dietitians you've listened to before. I'm a board-certified naturopathic doctor. By definition, that means I help people establish optimal health by guiding their bodies back to the way they're supposed to work, rather than just suppressing symptoms by handing out pills or standard diet plans. Naturopathic doctors work to identify the underlying causes of health struggles like excess weight, fatigue, and aging skin. I'm telling you about the kind of work I do because I want you to know and trust that I'm the best qualified person to help you make a deal with your own cells to turn back time, reset your scale, and replenish your power. So let's get started. Part 1. The Breakthrough. If you've read any of my previous books or know me from social media or television, you may know that most of my work focuses on specific bone broth diets over periods of 1, 3, 5, 10, and 21 days. I design each of those plans to help you kick off a new phase of health and wellness. And each has a system you can return to anytime you want to cleanse and reset your body. The logical next question that I get all of the time is, what's next? How do I return to my after-diet life without backsliding? This book is the answer. Another question I frequently hear comes from people who choose not to diet, who don't want to live with the short-term restrictions dieting implies. They want to know, how can I feel and look fantastic by making changes I can live with long-term? Maybe this is you, sharing those goals of optimal weight, a healthy gut, glowing skin, and a thriving immune system, but wanting to get there through steady lifestyle adjustments rather than a more strict plan that's meant to bring change within a temporary time frame. This book is the answer for that, too. Or maybe you're at square one, sick of feeling heavy or sluggish or depleted, ready to make a change, curious about the healing powers of bone broth, but unsure where to start. If so, you can get on the right track with this audiobook. No matter what brings you here, I get it. It's hard figuring out how to center and strengthen yourself and bring out your glow. It's especially hard while taking care of work and home, along with spouses, kids, and parents, and friends, and pets, and who am I missing? Oh yeah, taking care of you. Wherever your starting point might be, I'm excited to bring you this book that goes deeper than
Sample complete. Ready to continue?